Oh yeah, that's nice. You can really feel the heat radiating out when you leave the door open like that. Yeah, I'm certain I could cook pancakes on that. But it's let out a lot of heat. A lot of good heat. Oh yeah, that conduit's nice and warm though. You notice it didn't singe me. Didn't singe my fingers, but it's giving me the nerve impulse. Pull your hand back, stupid. I decided the studio's warm again. This is cool. It's only been like 5-6 minutes. Heated this place right up. Little thing like that. Jinx likes it. No, we're only burning modest little hickory pellets like this, stuff like that. If I was to put whole pieces of split kindling and stuff in there and really get a fire roaring, this thing could possibly put out about 4,000 BTUs, I estimate. It's becoming burnished all over. Looks great. You know, if I had a fan going right now next to that thing, I wouldn't even need the heater on tonight. And this is a big 8,000 square foot room. So maybe I was wrong on estimating that. I said a 14 foot by 14 foot. Yes, it would heat a room like that up very quickly, very nicely, and keep it sustained. But even something as large as this, it's still heating it up. So it's doing its job. Don't. Come on. Get back. Come on, girl. Don't touch it. Just throw another chunk on, see how hot she'll get. Now I am detecting a scent, but that's the same scent I smelled earlier. That's the paint on the bottom of it heating up. And that'll eventually go away. I just figured I'd leave it since it's insulative. And actually that underside is made of a wafered chunk of like flat folded steel, so it doesn't get as hot. It absorbs more heat than the thin sides and all that do. And that's why we decided to build this upside down, because the base will be less likely to catch things underneath it on fire. I'm just going to test the thermal mass here. This tile, yeah, and this tile is really not even very warm. It is underneath it, but that tile is helping to maintain some of the heat in it too. So far we're having no adverse effects from the stovepipe or the conduit. Seems to be handling it just fine. We're not getting any smoke here. We're not getting any combustion or melting or anything. I can't see it because of the cold air rushing in to fuel this. So it's actually the cold air is rushing in. It's blowing the heat into the room, providing fresh air for the unit, and cooling the conduit to below combustion point. So these are the things you want to keep in mind when running a unit like this inside of an expensive house. But I'm not getting a hint of smoke. I didn't get barely even a hint of smoke to start with. Getting a little bit of a scent now that it's getting nice and hot, but that should go away in a couple more uses. And to really look at the situation, we could use this in a big tent or a teepee fashion from a tarpaulin and some standing timber, or maybe even, you know, in a small cave situation if you wanted to build a lean-to or a bar the cave's front door off with vegetation and a wickie-up type setup. There's a cave near here. I think I might try that. It's a very shallow cave, but I could build a wickie-up on the front of it and then put this thing inside of it. We might just have to go hunting. Check this out. Yeah, that's looking nice in there. Very nice. Throw another chunk on while we're at it. Keep this going a while. That thing drafts really good. This is every bit as good as a space heater. Every bit as good. Way cheaper, and we're running it for free. What do you know about that, people? Hey, forgot about you, buddy. Friday Night 40. In front of the ammo can wood stove inside the house. What do you know about that? There's a little bit of haze I can see. Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. I thought that I heard something. Ain't that a kick in the ass? And we caught that on camera. Whew. Let that be a lesson to you. I should have used a piece of brick that I was opting to use instead. And I said, oh no, you know, this is thinner. It'll dissipate stuff into the air better. No, it won't. It'll bust on you right in the middle of it. Cute, huh? Yeah, definitely cute. Wow, that's incredible. I can't believe that just happened and I caught that. I don't have to watch this. This is going to be cool. think the last of that paint residue is burning off. Let's check her again in the heat output she's giving a lot of nice heat right there. I could easily cook a steak over that. Just put the pan on, oil, let it heat about 5 minutes, bam. I promise you, I'm a good cook. I could cook over that any day. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I ought to brew some tea or something. That'd be cool. A lot of nice, I'm feeling good heat radiating from about there. And this is so thin that and you know, it's raw metal. I mean, it's doing much better than it was earlier in the test run, or initial test run, because that insulative layer of paint has been stripped away, allowing that silver metal to just radiate that heat into the air. And it's doing, as you can see, it's doing a real good job. It just split a tile like right perfectly in half. I don't even know how it did that. It just split it perfectly in half. Make sure the carpet isn't getting too hot underneath it. And yeah, the carpet's getting warm underneath it now. But not bad at all. Not bad at all. I would feel fine taking the sleeping bag, putting it right there on the floor, and having a nap when the power's out. I've got the black solar generator, as you've seen, and that specifically I've got to charge my phone and run the cable modem and the router, because once I can run the cable modem and the router, the internet is not like done on, it doesn't run on the grid, it runs on batteries that are buried. So you know, there's a good chance it'll still be up when your power's out. So I'm going to have the ability to get back on the internet and run a laptop. And then I've got the big solar generator, the 1800 watt, and that'll run, you know, a lamp, a griddle, cook pancakes on. We really don't need it with this running. So we have a lot of the bases covered right now. If I was to bug out here, and the studio is one of the places I do plan on, bugging out to, because it's not as defensible as I would like, but if stuff hits the fan, I'm definitely coming here, grabbing my stash, getting my stuff, and getting out of Dodge. And if I have to, I'll stay here a few days. And in a situation like Katrina, or a natural disaster, earthquake, something like that, is going to save my butt. Man, ooh, ow, ooh. Oh, instant singe. Look at that. Nice. It didn't get me bad, though. You see, the skin just came right off. No blister or anything. Just a little singe. That's how hot it is. It's probably in excess of 600 something degrees. I mean, it's hot, especially that stovepipe. It's hot. This whole side of the studio is nice and toasty now. And the other side is, go here, take a reading. Yeah, the temperature's rising. It's set on, it's turned off, but the temperature's already back up to 65 degrees in the studio, so we're rocking. This thing is awesome. Thanks so much, Mr. Jason from the Maine Wilderness Journal, for showing me this thing. And it appears all kinds of people are doing it. I noticed a couple from Sweden, a couple from Russia. I noticed one guy, me and Hank really loved it. This guy had a big 50 caliber ammo box, and it was just decked top to bottom with like a professionally built iron damper, and just completely decked out. Just completely cool thing. Well, folks, I think I've let that run long enough, so you've seen enough of it. And remember, ammo can stoves are cool, drink a Friday night 40, and there's a wealth around you.